Hi, welcome to the BDP Project 1. The first use case in this project is identifying the common friends for any two individuals. Let's understand what this use case is exactly in first. Um, Coming to the input, what we are trying to do basically is we are trying to give the input um, with the spacings of tabs with each tab space. What this input indicates is like this is person 1, and here is the list of all the people, that is list of the friends that the person has. Basically in this input use case we are trying to consider 5 people A B C D E, where person A has B C D as friends, B has A C D E, C has A B D E, D has A B C E, and E got B C D as his friends. So the output should be exactly like consider if A has B C D and B got A C D E, then the output should be like A has C and D and B has C and D in common. So the output should look like A, B. The output should look this way. That is A hyphen B uh, and C comma D, where these two will be separated by a space, and A and B are the grouping that we are doing, and C and D are their mutual friends, that is mutual friends of A and B. So now let's come into the code. In this code, this is the class name of this one is Facebook mutual friends, where we have three methods here. One is this first one is mapper, and the second one is reducer, and the last one is the main method. So coming to the main method, here we are instantiating a configuration and we are assigning a job to the configuration, and we are setting the mapper, the main class, as well as the mapper class, and as well as the reducer class. We are setting the input and the output types, that is we are configuring it as text, and we are adding the input path, we are adding the output path. Now coming to the mapper part of it, so the first part is like the declarations. Here what we are doing is the whatever the data that is stored in the file, we are getting all the data into this total data. So this this input is separated by a tab space. So we are using this backslash t. So now this array will have 5 values, because each will be separated by a tab space. So each array value will look like this. This is the complete set. So now this is to write the output. So basically if the output is um, so if the output is this one, this is going to be the key, and these are going to be the values. So what we are doing is to store the key part of it, to store the values part of it, we are using output values, and to store the key part, we are using the output keys. So in the first step what we are trying to do is we are trying to create two arrays. So let's see in the algorithm first. So what we are trying to do is like we are trying to create two arrays, array 1 and array 2. So since we are splitting the first part like a slash b c d, this is going to be the first value of our main array. We are splitting again this we are trying to take this one into our array 1, where our a will be our key value and BCD will be our values. Storing this will be stored in array 1 of 0 and array 1 of 1 simultaneously, and um, and so the so for that purpose we are instantiating this array 1. So in array 2 what will happen basically is we are trying to consider the next value by incrementing the k value. So we are considering array 2. So this friends 1 to store the friends of array 1 and to store the friends of array 2. Let's look into the code first. First one is, as I told you, like this will be the value that we are getting in the first of the total data, in the first value of the total data. So this array 1 will be splitted with the help of this arrow mark. So now the key value will be our array 1 of 0, and all the friends will come into the friends of 1. When I say friends, this means BCD. This comes in friends of 1. So for every uh, for every friends of like each and every friend, we are trying to identify, um, we are trying to append it to the mapper out. So the first value, first the steps will be like mapper out is equal to B, then next it will be like mapper out is equal to B comma C, then the next it will be like mapper out is equal to B comma C comma B comma C comma D. Okay, so this will be the array 1. Now coming into the array 2, the same thing will happen in with array 2 also, but it will be considering the next element in the total data, that is B ACDE. Again this will be splitted as array 2 of 0. So B will be coming into array 2 of 0, and ACDE will be coming under friends 2. So what we are trying to do is we are trying to append this key values with the new key, that is B. So hence it will be coming as A hyphen B, and again we are appending to the friends 2, that is the friends of B, to the mapper out, so that we can get some output this way. So the final output of the mapper will be looking like a hyphen b in the key side, a hyphen b in the key side, and followed by all the values a hyphen b in the key side, and followed by this a a part as well as the b part that is coming in array 2 will be appended. So this will be the, so the final output of the mapper will look something like this, because this will repeat for all the values of I as well as all the values of k. So the final output of the mapper is this one. Then coming into the reducer part, our job, the job of the reducer is to identify the part of the intersection. So what it will do is like each and every value of the uh, input to the reducer will look like this, something like this. Now coming into this, we have to identify whether there is any repetition in these values. So if you see these values C and D are repeated one more time. So now what we'll understand is like the keys will be constant, that is already the keys are A B. So it will be constant. Now when coming into the values, we have to just identify the common values. Here it is CD. So the output, hence it will look like already there is AB in the key value. And now if you identify the common part, that is CD, here the output will look like CD, which is the expected output. So for that, what we have done is we have used something like okay, we have loaded all the friends into this array. That is all the value that is coming in into this array. So when we are trying to extract each and every part of this array, if so we are trying to compare if this array of I equal to array of k. So when c becomes equal to c, this will come inside and it will be getting appended to this reducer out. Then when d comes inside, what will happen is this goes into the else part and again appends with c. So now what it will become is the key value becomes the key as it is, so a hyphen b, and now the reducer out will be like c comma d, so it will give us a hyphen b and c comma d. Now let's run this program. First we'll make sure there is no output inside this, so there is an output. So first we have to delete that output. So now we have to run this program. So I have and now I am refreshing. It is taking some time. Okay, it's done now. So the output will look something like this. This is A, B, and it is C, D. Similarly, A and C have friends in common as B and D. A and D has friends as B and C. A, E, B, C, D, B, C, A, D, E, B, D, A, C, A, and so on. In this way, we can identify the common friends. Now, what I have done is I have visualized the same in Cloudera View browser. For that, the steps are something like this. So first, in this case, I have created a folder called project 1 in the View browser. Again, I have loaded this input text that is the input that I have given. Mm, I have given here the same thing I have loaded there. Then I have executed the jar. The jar that I have taken is Facebook friends jar. I'll Facebook friends jar. So this this one so I am done executing this command to execute the jar file. This command explains something like this is Hadoop and this is the type jar and the name of the jar is this one and the name of the class is Facebook mutual friends. The name of the class uh, is the name of the class is this one, the name of the file as well as the name of the class here. Okay, then this is the path of the input and this is the path of the output. So after executing, this is success, and in Hue browser we can see this output. So inside the Cloudera project 1, this is the input file that I am loading into it, the same input file that you have already seen in the Eclipse. Now inside the project 1, this is the output file that is generated. So inside this we have all the outputs that you have already seen in the Eclipse. And thank you.